Okay, so this is a timeline that represents how the neurotransmitter theory of mental illness evolved. In the 18th century, hospitals or insane asylums began to crop up in the US to help care for and manage those diagnosed with a mental illness. At this time, there were no effective treatments for mental illness, just theories. The peak of institutionalization was in 1955. It was considered an epidemic. In the 1940s to 50s, they began experimenting with different interventions to help cure mental illness. But one in particular was very controversial: the lobotomy. It was a surgery used to disrupt the prefrontal cortex. The use of this procedure increased dramatically from the early 40s into the early 1950s. And by 1951, there was almost 20,000 lobotomies that had been performed in the United States. This was when we really started to understand that neurological connections within the brain, specifically the frontal lobes, were connected to personality and to behavior. Although barbaric, damaging these neural connections did work. They did help to lessen the symptoms. In 1950, Thorazine was discovered, and it was the first effective treatment for schizophrenia and psychosis. A steep drop in inpatient hospital admissions followed as patients were able to be cared for safely in the community. This is also very important because psychopharmacology became a distinct discipline based on the neurotransmitter theory of mental illness. Next, I will share a video of neurotransmission in action.